Welcome everyone to Adventures of the Hero Pod Ricky, starring me, Ricky, the Hero Pod.
And just Ricky.
No one else. Last episode, friends and Ricky all came to aid of bird people, and it's now late. Ricky wants to sleep in castle now, so you join in at bad time. So, good night. Friends here. Ricky sleep now. But in all seriousness, hey everyone, welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. Ricky did the kind thing of introducing or recapping last episode, so I don't need to explain everything. Hooray! And now, the only thing that we gotta do is go to the castle in this super fast escalator slash ramp.
Yeah, when Melia first came in, she just stood on it and rode it. But
Nope.
Ricky goes up it in style.
Ricky efficient. Ricky beating it there. And anyway, there is the castle. It's nighttime, and guess what? Since we are the esteemed Lady Melia's guests, we can just waltz right in and explore the palace.
Yes?
Do you trade with people often? The room just say look and call them have some nice items, and already this is getting into not really a well explained mechanic. We have talked about trading with NPCs before, and they give you some items, and that's all well and good. But one thing that this game doesn't really tell you, unless you go out of your way to look for it, is that there is a mechanic called overtrading, which you give someone an item of higher value in what they are giving back, and they give you not only that item which you asked for, but they give you something a bit special, and it always differs between the NPCs in which you can trade with. And just for clarity's sake, you cannot trade with like every walking NPC that you see. It's only for unique and explicitly named NPCs. And there we are. Private Alice just showed it off there, but let's just see if we can find another one and give you a distinct example.
Thanks.
And there we go. It even has a unique jingle for when you have overtraded, which is a very nice and, I'll be honest, a very vague design. Something that I will outright admit, going into this area with the rest of the gang, is that here there are quest items in which you can happily pick up. The silver ring. Keep that in mind. We'll find that out if I use that later. This place is not very laid out well in where you can go or what you can do here, because your natural instinct is to go for the main hub, i.e. the audience chamber with the king, or emperor, sorry. But if you go up there, you will, if we can get to it, you will be stopped immediately and can be told that you can't go here. Rick, get lost if you go here. We should go back. Fun thing you say that, Ricky. So on that, you would think, oh well, maybe I just follow. Yeah, I English good. This is an official request. Report. So this is basically another generic NPC, which additional side quest, which is all well and good. Yes. We will stock up on those later.
It says official request from the minister, so that means Lord Thea is giving out these quests.
Yes, very much so. But she seems like a nice lady, you know. She cares so much about the High Entia, and she seems to be, in support of Shulk.
And she seemed to support Melia too.
Yeah, so I'm just going to look past her possibly sinister voice. I'm sure it's just a a delivery. Like Sever in Xenoblade 2. I'm actually a nice person, but I actually want to stab people. But anyway, tangent aside, if you look at the arrow, if you go back for a sec, Alice, if you look at where it's pointing up. If you were blind and just say, "Oh, I'll follow at the arrow," just expecting it to lead me, not so. As something that this game does not outright say in this particular section is showing you where to go next. In the cutscene that we played in the last episode, we said that, you know, we got to sleep in castle now. So that would immediately say, oh, it's where we were held before. But how'd you get there? Well, there are two teleporters here in which the game does not outright say. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't think any NPCs in this place actually explain how you get there. Because even this one, for example, that just says go back. So we have no choice but to go to the one that's in the nook in the corner in which you saw before. But with the way this area is laid out, it just seems, oh no, you would feel like, oh, there's nothing there, and clearly the walls are just going to be the same texture over and over again. The only detail that shows it is this guy, which I believe so. So see, you swim to get there. No, not even that guy says. So again, you have to look in this little corner, which the game doesn't tell you at all, and you get lost pretty easily.
And when you look at the other teleporters, you think, oh, they don't work, so this one won't either.
Yeah. Oh no. Long story short, it's just a very confusing area for a situation which just seems really simple. But anyway, let's sleep in castle now, if you please.
Yes.
And you have a choice, and just so you know, this is not a point of no return, so you can always come back and just enjoy Alchemov and just enjoy the views. But like us, if ready to rest, yes. Because as a Ricky, let's do it. Let's rest.
Everyone's gathered outside. How come we didn't get invited? It looks like some kind of ceremony.
My loyal and beloved subjects, Saurian Antiqua speaks. I have been your emperor for little more than 20 years. But today, I stand before you in celebration.
So that's the High Entia Emperor.
Saurian Antiqua.
I will remain your emperor for years to come. But now is the time to announce my successor. May I introduce your crown princess?
And there's the lady herself.
Melia Antiqua.
It's her. She's a princess.
Took you long enough?
Her silver spoon accent was a clue. But royalty?
My daughter, Melia Antiqua, will depart immediately to face the tomb. She will seek the approval of our ancestors and become your crown princess.
The people are fickle. No mask can hide that girl's contaminated blood.
First Consort, all the pieces are in place. Say the word and the captive Homs shall be no more.
The savage who discovers fire remains a savage. Disappointed or not, His Highness will turn a blind eye to their fate. And their removal will deprive Melia of some powerful allies.
As you say.
Mother?
We continue to endure the contamination of our bloodline by perpetuating this wretched tradition of a High Entia First Consort and a Homs Second Consort. For how long must I suffer these Homs? Do your duty, Tyrea.
As you wish.
That mask.
Melia.
I don't doubt that was Melia. But why the mask?
I don't know. But she's different from the other High Entia.
How do you mean?
Melly not like other bird people. Melly like hom-hom friends.
You might be right. But there are things at play here we can't understand.
Wait a minute!
Oi! You'll give our Homs a heart attack shouting like that.
We've got no time to lose. Melia needs our help.
Again? You had another vision, didn't you?
What did you see?
Out with it already!
Excuse me. We ordered room service an hour ago.
I'm afraid you've already eaten your last meal.
Ah.
And this seems like things like this cannot last long. As soon as we wake up, we are ambushed. Great. So, it seems like we have Scout Entia here, which is weird, because they're saying out Scout Entia instead of High Entia. Just sounds weird. These guys aren't very challenging, but in numbers they can be. So, just try and focus on one and just, I don't know, just deal with them pretty quick, that's all. As I can say, really.
And also, if you're Shokin this, you're not going to be able to hit them.
No, because if you notice, they are Homs, or High Entia. And Shulk has the Monado, which can only her mech on. So, if you are playing a Shulk, as Al said, you are going to just be doing 1 damage constantly.
Yeah.
Shulk is then reduced to a support role, which all he can do is light heal and battle soul.
I was hoping it would give me the option to switch characters just so I can show that off.
Yeah, but we would want to keep this brief and not have it go on for longer than needed. Because as a lot of people would know, or people who have already played this would know, Shulk is not supposed to be a support class at all. So he would be pretty useless in this fight. So having just someone who can tank hits, I hire Ricky or Reyn and just go for an all-out attack like Dunban, and you can mix and match the other slot, whether it be Charlotte or Dunban, but still. These guys are not a problem at all when you're at a good enough level, so it's pretty easy. As you can see, we are still pretty much okay on health. These guys can't do much apart from be speedy. That is really it.
And put you to sleep.
Yeah.
Hence now.
But hey. That's really all I can say really, although Reyn did take a while to wake us up.
And Ricky hit Charlotte with his biter to wake her up.
just a quick whack. If there is one other thing that I will say, it's a criticism that the enemy types here are pretty much the same model reused. Efficient, I guess? Like this fight was, mercifully.
Who are these guys?
Shulk. These are Inquisitors.
What is this? More of them!
Wait. This is His Highness Callian, brother to Her Highness Melia.
Melia's brother?
Do not concern yourself, Your Highness. The matter appears to have been resolved.
Seer Alvis?
I foresaw the danger. I rushed here, but seem to have missed the fun.
They do not look like mere thieves.
I am presuming they are Inquisitors of the Bionite Order. A group of assassins long devoted to the Imperial family.
Ridiculous. The Bionite Order are a mere...
myth. The Order existed before records began. I, like many others, believed they had long since died out. Yet here they are before us.
Is Father aware of this?
I suspect he knows very little. He may not even be aware of their existence. They live amongst the shadows, never revealing their true faces.
But that does not explain why they would attack these people. Wait, could that have been... No. There's no way.
Callian, Melia is in danger. She'll be killed at an altar if we don't find her soon.
Killed? How can you be so sure?
Shulk and I share the same gift.
Another seer? Which would mean that you can see the future?
That's why we have to find her. Now.
Your Highness, as agreed, you will face the ritual alone.
I thank you for escorting me.
We wish you a safe return. As history has proven, all those who stake claim to the throne without merit will spend eternity as fallen spirits.
I must prove my worth as the next ruler, and I am no less prepared to sacrifice my life than those that have fallen before me.
Most wise, Your Highness. Watch your back, Your Highness.
Unacceptable. Those who enter the tomb must do so alone. Her life, or death, is in the hands of fate. Those not worthy of the throne are exactly that.
You can't seriously think that. This is your sister. This is Melia.
Easy, Reyn.
But Dunban...
This ritual holds a special significance. It is wrong for us to interfere.
I don't like it.
But am I right in saying that the rules of this ritual affect only High Entia? And if some strange Homs happen to get involved, it wouldn't cause a problem? Or is there some rule that prohibits Homs from entering the tomb?
No, I suppose not.
Then look at it this way. I don't need to know how big a deal this ritual is to your people. What I do know is that your sister's life is at stake. Cut us a break, and we'll save her.
Who are you?
My name is Dunban. I'm sort of the protector of this Mechon-bashing band of Homs.
Dunban. I know you. At the Battle of Sword Valley, you held back an entire wave of Mechon with the Monado.
You know a lot about a battle you never showed up to.
My apologies. We do not concern ourselves with the wars of others, be it against the Mechon or otherwise.
I was only joking. You had your reasons. I can see that with all these defense systems, you don't really need to fight.
Then it is decided. You can reach the tomb by transporter from the center gate. Her Highness has already entered. Shulk, you should hurry.
And with that,
We have Alice as a guest.
we have our mission and 2 seers in the party, which is awesome. And before we go on, can I say, this is one of the moments in which I really love Dunban as a character. just in the way he acts in that entire cutscene, laying back on the table with his feet up, acknowledging the fact that yes, it's Melia, it was the crown princess, it always was, duh, Reyn, and just speaking to Calalian and saying, look, there's no rules applying to us, so we'll just walk in. Almost daringly, it's like, this is the Imperial capital, and we're strangers to you. But I'm just gonna walk up to you, royal type, and say, do the rules apply to us? No. So, we are gonna do whatever the hell we want. Essentially, up yours and your traditions. It's just that kind of attitude that makes Dunban such a likable character. Unlike this guy who keeps on running away. Help me with when I want to become a scientist right now. I'm trying to find out about a particular bug. It's really cool. Oh, it sounds something wrong. Ricky, oh, you like bug. Something wrong here. Oh, funny Ricky can like bugs. I don't want to see it all for once. So he wants 9 gold caterpillars, which is okay for us. Lower Bionis, aka Bionis leg. Hey, kid, Ricky, whack him. So these gold caterpillars don't glow as lava, Lord. You can look at them, they lay lots of eggs. The cats can glow in the hatch and infect the entire palace. Yay!
Ricky's happy about that.
Yep, more bugs for Ricky to eat. Hooray!
You get a fall defense,
which is very lovely. I'm finishing up my thoughts though on Dunban. It's what makes him such a great character to play and such a great character to watch in cutscenes. Just likable and cool, but the cool kind of cool, if you get my meaning. Something that's not trying to be cool, but is just cool in the way he acts. And I'm saying cool so many times, it's now becoming uncool. So I'm just gonna shut up and move away from that. As much as Ricky would like to help out birds, people, we have duty to protect Melia.
We have a different bird person to look after.
Oh yeah.
A more important bird person.
Well, yes, Crown Princess. So, does that mean we are applying the Mario trope? That we are a young and upcoming mechanic of some description, saving a princess being attacked by a dangerous monster in a tomb or for a castle, so to speak? Not saying that precedent hasn't already been made, but you know, it's possible. And this guy is just telling us where we need to be. But at least he tells us that there are stairs which can take us to where we need to go. So I say let's just do just that. Kind of weird. If they have escalators in the capital, why can't they have escalators here? Or why can't have just an escalator from the beach to the main platform?
Yeah.
Begs the question. But here we have the High Entia Tomb, and Lorithia and Phantom Guards are nowhere to be seen. Great.
This is the tomb. Defensive measures prevent intruders from entering. You will have to circumvent these to move within the tomb.
One thing before we enter. Alvis, you can see the future like me.
I am from a long line of seers dedicated to serving the Imperial family. My visions help to protect the Empire.
But you're Homs.
Yes. But that is for another time. My ancestry is not easily explained, and my ability to see the future is equally complicated. You might say, I have my own ritual. Is it not the same for you?
No. My visions appear suddenly, without warning. At first, they're obscure. Then, as it gets closer to the event, I start to understand.
It seems you possess a power greater than I still have not seen any danger befall Her Highness.
Not much use as a seer then, are you?
Nothing passes you by, does it? Now you see why I asked for your help. What a lucky coincidence that I happened to see you in danger.
A coincidence?
But I've seen you use the Monado.
The Monado has been passed down the Imperial line for generations. The sword of the Bionis. It is compelled to do its master's bidding. Magnified greatly, it has the power to control the very fabric of our world. Ether. Control the ether, and your will is made reality. I willed it, and it happened. That is all. Perhaps due to that power, the High Entia sealed away the Monado for centuries. Eventually, it found its way into the hands of the Homs, and then you, Shulk. A coincidence, or something more? You must discover this yourself, for you are the one who wields the Monado. The Bionis is stirring.
The ancestral altar lies deep beneath the seals. What trials await me, I wonder? I must not lose focus.
And, like before, Melia takes lead. Although it is weird seeing her face on that UI, yet if you looking at her actual models, it's not there. The mask is there. Kind of weird, but a nice little design. But anyway though, as we're going to do, we have a bit of maintenance to do with Melia really quickly. So let's just see what else we can buff up, because if you hadn't already guessed, we have some fighting to do, and oh boy, Melia on her own can be a double-edged sword. She can be heavily offensive, but not really much in the way of defense. Or tanking, for that matter, especially the tanking.
And I also noticed that, on a side note, it seems to rain in every cutscene. Or has it just been raining since we started this?
It's been raining since we started this. I can guarantee you, it's not been the case. So I guess we just start adjusting Melia's wardrobe. She's on her own. Nothing else here. Let's do it. Oh yeah, she's going into combat suit. Clearly a good choice. You know, adjusting her leggies and all that jazz. The one thing that you probably should not compromise with Melia though is her ether, as that is her bread and butter. So the more you buff up her ether, the greater she'll be. The actual physical strength of Melia, you can probably debuff as much as you want, but I would say her defense and ether is something not to be taken lightly. But apart from that, we've got Melia more looking like she's on her way to the beach more than anything. But hey, a princess does what a princess does, I suppose.
And I like how, considering the fact that that's a cool oil, she still looks decent, like a princess should. She doesn't look like she's in a swimsuit.
Granted though, her mask still looks a little weird. But hey, we're all set to go. So let's continue. And before we start anything, just like taking this atmosphere and ambience. As we go on though, but I think Melia's waited long enough.
2,512 cycles since last visitor. State your name and purpose.
Melia Antiqua. I have come to be judged on my legitimacy to the throne by the ancestral spirits.
Permission granted. Commencing analysis of genetic data.
It's so cold.
There are remnants of ancient spirits in here. This is no ordinary chill.
As I explained before, Dunban, the defense systems are designed to prevent uninvited...
Well, what does this do?
Don't touch!
Huh?
Gonna hopefully be waiting for his idle animation to turn up. Please. Ricky. Sometime soon. Please. Ricky. 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 Stop blinking and dance. Thank you. Oh, that's gonna go in, I assume.
These are Inquisitors.
Special Inquisitors.
Wrong game.
More of them. I rushed here, but seem to have missed the fun.
Oh, damn it.
They do myth. The
Right.
order existed before records began. I, like many
Please do a demo roll at the end of this episode.
Yet here they are before us. Is Father aware of this? I suspect he knows very little. He may not even be aware of their existence. They live amongst the shadows.
I'm just expecting Albus just come out and saying, "Will you please shut up? I'm speaking."
I don't need to know how big a deal this ritual is to your people. What I do know is that your sister's life is at stake.
AKA, I don't care.
And we'll save her.
I give a wholehearted middle finger to your traditions.
My name is Dunban,